What's up, Gengar's Galaxy Dex? This is 808 High Def bringing you a RU battle with my opponent Kameloxyx or Kameloxyx. I'll have his link will be in the description and also on here on the video. So this is a really fun match. I was just I've been using this RU Rain Dance team for a while, so let's get started. So Kameloxyx or whatever, however you pronounce his name, sends out himself, and I'm going to send out Electrode because this is RU and I don't use Polytoad in RU. So I go for the obvious Rain Dance because that's what Electrodes do. They use Rain Dance and then they explode. So he goes for the Crunch, which normally if this was any other Pokemon, Electrode would probably die since I have the Damp Rock instead of Focus Sash, but it's a Mightyena. So I go for the Thunder, but he reveals he has Sucker Punch and Electro goes down. Then he gets the Moxie. I'm like, Mightyena gets Moxie in 5th gen? That's kind of scary. So I go into Sharpedo and I go for the Protect knowing he's going to go for the Sucker Punch. Now, I know he has +1, but since Sharpedo resists Sucker Punch, I'll have enough health in order to take it down. But this is why you should probably carry Aqua Jet and Sharpedo, but I do not because my team is afraid of grass types. So since my Sharpedo is max attack, I have Ice Fang. So I go for the Stab Waterfall in the rain with Life Orb. So he pretty much just got hit by a big missile from the water. And Sharpedo is pretty much a glass cannon, so that's why Sucker Punch did so much, especially after +1. So he goes into Entei, which is, it's an Entei, and I'm thinking, oh, Entei must have extreme speed. Why else would he send out after my speed boost? So I go into Alomomola, which totally isn't the evolution to Love Disc. And he goes for the extreme speed, and I just tank that like a beast. So he switches out and goes to the Sceptile, and I go for the Toxic, predicting whatever he was gonna switch into, or like just gonna Toxic whatever he switches into. And I really need the Sceptile dead because my Alomomola pretty much tanks his whole team except for Galvantula and Sceptile. So I go into Lombre, which is my Ludicolo, to take the Energy Ball, and I know that's gonna do a little bit below half, but I know with the rain up, I can easily take this thing out with an Ice Beam. So I go for the Ice Beam, and since I do have Swift Swim, Rain and Swift Swim is not banned. Drizzle and Swift Swim is, but Rain and Swift Swim is not. I go for the Ice Beam, which easily takes out the Sceptile. But then my Rain stops, and that really scares me, because now I can't outspeed this Galvantula here. So I switch out, and I go into Sharpedo as Death Fodder, because I know he's going to go for the Bug Buzz, and I want to free switch into my special defense wall without any damage, and I don't really need Sharpedo at this point, because he has the Entei, so there's no point in having Sharpedo. I go for Dust Noir, which is this is a special set, a specially defensive set, Dust Noir, and he goes for the Stab Thunder, and even without the rain, it's still gonna hit because he has Compound Eyes. This was actually a misclick here. I meant to go for Fire Punch, but Will-O-Wisp hit, so I'm like, oh, whatever. I already baited him out into using Thunder, so I'm obviously, since I know he's gonna Thunder again, I'm pretty confident he's gonna Thunder again. I'm going to switch out and go into my Electivire, which has the ability Motor Drive, and that is going to boost my speed. So pretty much whenever you get hit by an electric move with Electivire, he takes no damage and he gets speed boost. So I go for the Earthquake, thinking super effective, but it doesn't kill him because he's actually not super effective. It's Bug resists Earthquake, so that makes Earthquake neutral damage. So I guess that's why Galvantula is pretty good. He goes for the Bug Buzz, doesn't quite kill me off, and the burn will finish him off. So yeah. Goes into his Entei, and I'm like, I don't really have my Ludicolo, even with the Swift Swim, he's just gonna extreme speed my Sweeper since they're at low health, so I just let Electivire die so I can get a safe switch into my Alomomola. And without the rain, I'm going to go for the Rain Dance, and he predicts that, and he goes for the Substitute. And I go for the Rain Dance, but he was probably predicting Toxic too. So now I have my rain up. That means my Alomomola gets the hydration ability, which means at the end of the turn, my status condition will instantly be gone. So he goes for Howl, and that kind of scares me because he gets a +1 attack. So I just go for the Waterfall, and since I have the rain up, this would plus super effective. It's going to be more than enough to break the sub. And I'm really hoping he doesn't have like a move that can super effectively hit Alomomola, like Wild Charge. I don't know if Entei's learned Wild Charge. It looks like a type of Pokemon to learn Wild Charge. So he goes for sub up, probably trying to stall out my rain. And I apologize for this part because he pretty much just keeps substituting until my rain's gone or until he dies. Yeah. So he's gonna pretty much try and sub-stall my rain out, and I have no idea why, but I managed to kill off his Galvantula and his Galvantula and his Sceptile. Both of them are special walls, so all he has left are physical attackers except for Mothim, but you know, Mothim is Mothim, which means he can't really do much. So pretty much I think I have this game in the bag. So I'm just gonna keep waterfalling. Again, I apologize for this kind of stally-ish part, but I don't want to toxic him because he might get a sub and he might howl. He's probably waiting for me to switch out or something, possibly. I could have gone into Ludicolo, but since Ludicolo has low health from Sceptile, he's probably not going to take that +1 extreme speed well, so I just keep waterfalling. Yep, and now he no longer has enough HP to substitute, so I am going to... He's going to go for the extreme speed, and I'm just going to waterfall him for the kill. Yep. Look at that waterfall in the rain. But after this, I think he goes into his Aggron, which is I go for the waterfall because I am faster. And this Aggron, I don't really I can wall this thing for days too because it is a physical attacker. He goes for the Thunder Wave knowing that my rain's gonna end right now. And then I don't know, maybe if this Aggron was a setup Aggron, he would have had a chance of winning, but I do, because I have to take a turn to make the rain come back. But he goes for Stone Edge, hoping for a crit, and since Alomomola is so bulky, that barely does anything. So I go for the rain, and I do get the hydration, which means my paralysis will be gone. Yes, and I go for the rest, and with hydration, that's pretty much a free full HP recovery, because as soon as I go to sleep, my hydration is going to take away my sleeping ailment, and he can't Thunder Wave me if I'm asleep. So at the end of the turn, my sleeping ailment goes away. And at this point, since all he has left is this Pokemon and Mothim, he forfeits because he doesn't want to waste any of my time. He even said it himself. So a good game, Kameloxyx. I'll have your link in the description, and peace out, Gengar's Galaxy Dex. Yeah. Check out my channel, www.youtube.com/808HighDef, and check out my opponent's channel. Both links will be in the description, and see you in the next video.